All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another episode of this freaking show. Weekly podcast with a little bit of something and a whole lot of nothing. I'm your host, Travis D, and alongside me this evening, as always,
Awkward Colin.
And Geek Cast Joe.
And this episode of this freaking show is brought to you by Firepit Bar and Grill of Peotone, Illinois. If you're looking for a down-home country restaurant to offer you a cold beer, a delicious burger for $6.99 every Monday and Wednesday, come on down to Firepit Bar and Grill, Peotone. You can find them on Facebook at Firepit Bar or the website, firepitbar.com. Yeah, it's actually $6.99. I remembered it when we stopped recording last week.
That's good to know. What did I say last week? $7.99? Did I add $1?
Yeah. I said $7.99. Yeah, we're off. I mean, we were off. I think I just said like guaranteed under $10. I don't.
Yeah.
No idea. But no, it is $6.99 every Monday and Wednesday, burger and a beer.
It's all I want right now.
Yeah, I think they have crab coming up a couple weeks. Crab,
I don't even care.
Iggy crab.
That's awesome. But I've been here for 7 months.
You sound so bitter.
Talking every week about how twice a week I could be having a $6.99 burger and a beer. And here, at every place I've been to, a burger by itself is a $10 meal.
No shit.
Oh, God.
And beer probably is another $4 to $6.
Jeez.
It's like living in Chicago without the traffic.
Is beef scarce out there? They have to overcharge their burgers?
Nah, it's just that the people out here are willing to pay it.
I guess the biggest question is is that burger's quality worth $10?
I'd say so.
Yeah?
They were they're really good burgers.
Sure.
But
Yeah, they probably literally slaughtered the cow like 5 minutes before that burger was served to you.
see, if they did, that would be even more worth it to me.
Right?
But the crazy thing is like it's not. It is objectively not better than the burgers they have at Firepit.
Yeah, the burgers at Firepit are good. I mean, there's only a few select places I'll get a burger from. Firepit's definitely one of them. Surprisingly, actually, another good burger place, actually in Peotone. Not a sponsor, by the way, everybody. But Tony's Pizza actually has some pretty good fucking burgers, too.
They're the best burgers. Joe, have you had a Tony's burger?
I don't think I have.
You know what? When you come back out here, I'm going to treat you to one.
I'm in.
They're really good. I mean, for a pizza place, they don't do their burgers.
That's good.
Oh, God, yeah, they do.
Oh, shit.
Did you happen to get the buddies, like you said, Travis?
I never made the buddies. I actually completely and utterly forgot about it. I thought about it like the moment everyone kept talking about it, I was like, I gotta get the fucking buddies, and then all of a sudden Saturday came around where I planned to go to fucking buddies. And it completely blanked my mind until maybe 3 days ago. One of my friends on Snapchat ended up at buddies. I'm like, oh yeah. That's what I was supposed to do. And
believe me, I mean, I've always gotten like the cheese stick burger, and the only reason I get that is because it has cheese sticks on it. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't eat there except for cheese curds.
Yeah. Well, see, so Kim said I should get the cheese stick burger. But I hear they have a buffalo chicken sandwich, and I'm a sucker for buffalo chicken sandwiches. I mean, there's a buffalo chicken sandwich at Firepit because of me.
Yeah. Hotsy Totsy?
The Hotsy Totsy chicken sandwich.
That sounds good too.
And I was also told I had to get like a peanut butter sundae from there. So there's like a lot of shit I'm supposed to try over at Buddy's. I'm just trying to figure out what the perfect first item would be, because the last time I had Buddies was when I went with you and your family to your family reunion, and that was like 14 years ago, some shit like that.
It was a long time ago.
It was a very long time ago, and that was the last time I was
going to Buddies. So.
Yeah, it was because it was like on the way back from it, because I remember like your dad. I can't remember what truck he had. I thought it was like a Raider, but I could be wrong.
No, it was probably his Ranger.
Yeah, and like
where we had to squeeze in the back seat.
Yeah, the back seat's kind of like folded from the side of the truck, and you sat facing each other.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
The Ranger.
Classic.
So I remember. So that's the last time I remember being at Buddy's when we were doing that, And I mean, we're 27, 28 right now. And I had to say it was probably about almost 14, 15 years ago.
Oh yeah, it was a long time.
Yeah, my friend Dana, who used to grow up. Buddy's is in Beecher, by the way, for everyone who doesn't live in this area and we're having this normal fucking conversation about it. Buddy's is an ice cream shop in Beecher. It's been around for decades, from what I'm understanding. And Dana was my friend who lived in Beecher, and she said that since they changed ownership, like she's kind of about it. Everyone else praises it except for her and my friend Stephanie. Stephanie said it wasn't any big thing. So now I'm kind of.
I mean, in my opinion, it's not anything big either.
No, is it like Creamery? I mean, is it any different than the Creamery?
The ice cream. I haven't really had their ice cream, but yeah, the food is nothing special to me. Yeah, except their cheese curds. They got really good cheese curds.
Culver's has good cheese curds.
See, I don't really care for Culver's cheese curd.
Well, that's why you're the devil.
I don't know if I've ever had them, to be honest.
Yeah,
I have. Oh, God.
Cheese Castle, though.
They were okay.
Cheese Castle is good fucking cheese curds.
What is Cheese Castle?
What's up?
What's Cheese Castle?
Colin could tell you.
Joe, I'm so appalled right now.
I don't even know where it is. I've never even heard of it.
Mars Cheese Castle is about a half hour into Wisconsin.
Oh, that's probably I've never heard of it.
Was it 94?
Yeah, it's literally like across the highway from the Jelly Bean factory.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, no, it's not, is it?
No, it's not across the road. It's actually pretty far away. It's close, but...
Yeah, the Jelly Bean factory is across from the Renaissance Fair. That's where I get confused. But Colin's
not that.
Yeah, it is.
The Jelly Bean factory is closer to the Mars Cheese Castle than
No, the Jelly Bean factory is across the highway from the Renaissance Fair. It's both in Bristol's right there.
Nuh-uh.
Okay, you tell your story and I'll look it up. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell about Mars.
Oh, it's in
Mars Cheese Castle is a giant building that looks like a castle, and they make cheese there. They sell wine there, cheese there. Wisconsin, it's a tourist stop. So anything touristy, they have their own like bakery, and they have a whole bunch of beer there.
Oh my.
They have a restaurant there. I've never eaten it. It's a bar restaurant there. And they're actually expanding it now, too. And fixing it up. It is amazing. Last time I was there, I spent over $100 there.
I can see
the Jelly Bean factory is 10 minutes away from the Renaissance Fair. Literally across the highway.
I don't believe you.
It's southeast. Jelly Bean factory is south or northeast of the
Renaissance Fair is right on the border, pretty much.
Yeah, and Jelly Bean factory is 10 minutes beyond that.
And where is the Mars Cheese Castle from that?
That's definitely north. I was definitely wrong about that part. Let's see here. Let's see here. Mars.
Oh man.
I'm
on their website.
Mars Cheese Castle
Everything here looks so good.
Yeah. They have a cherry pie shop that has my name on it, so that's pretty cool. It says Travis Haas. It's not literally me, but the Jelly Bean factory is 13 minutes away from Mars Cheese Castle. So literally, I was right about both.
I'm sad that they can't sell their beer online to me.
That was like I think that was part of our road trip that Joey you weren't able to make it on.
Yeah.
Well, did the Jelly Bean close yet?
Like closed down?
Yeah, they were supposed to move.
I did not know that. Oh shit! I hope not. Well, I don't know if I'd go again, but I mean that's like what they did. I heard. Speaking of companies that are closing, I heard Cat is shutting down in Aurora, and it's moving it's moving out west. 800 people are gonna lose their jobs.
Wow.
Yes.
Moving to a cheaper state where the taxes aren't so high.
Yeah. Yeah, like they're gonna like I guess they're taking their manufacturing and splitting it up into two different parts, and one part's moving out west, I think to like Nebraska or something like that, or somewhere in that area. Maybe more towards Colorado. It's anyway this west, and then the other part is heading to southern Illinois, where they already do excuse me, some kind of manufacturing. So we heard they're only gonna keep like IT people and like sales and stuff up here, but all the manufacturing's gonna be shut down. So 800 people are gonna lose their jobs.
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
So it's quite unfortunate.
Yeah, they've been bleeding for a while. Caterpillar.
Yeah.
They're just
You know what else
not making sales.
you know what else is unfortunate? Iron Fist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ugh. It's the Culver's cheese curds of TV shows.
Why? What's wrong with Culver's cheese curds,
Nothing.
man?
Nothing. I just couldn't
What the hell
resist
is
the
what the hell's
comparison.
wrong with you? Maybe I could say it's the fucking like I don't know something you like of fucking I don't know. I was
No,
gonna say
actually,
I was gonna say it's the Malort of Marvel TV shows, but you like Malort, so
that's true.
it's like, but it definitely is the Malort of fucking
Yeah,
Marvel TV shows.
It is. It's something you suffer through.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the exact. You know, that's the perfect analogy for it because literally at first I didn't. You know, I kind of enjoyed it, and then it get to the bitter end. That's when shit started going downhill, and that's exactly what happens with Malort. Ladies and gentlemen, if you never had Malort before, go and watch our season finale, our season 1 finale episode where Joey does the Malort shot. I can't remember how you responded. I think if you watch the video of it, you kind of see a little bitterness in his face. It's rough. But anyways, yeah, Iron Fist sucks.
Yeah, it was
Not a big
bad.
fan of it. Not a big fan of it. And I don't know if it's the storyline or it's the actor who plays him. Either way, I'm not a fan of it.
I think it might be both.
I mean, like I like the very beginning, like the absolute very beginning. Like, you know, when they're kind of telling like a normal fucking story about what's going on and shit. I think it was to a point where he started to become the Iron Fist more is when I started to hate it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it could possibly be because I do not know the story about Iron Fist whatsoever, so I don't know if what's going on Netflix is what really happened in the comics and all that shit. But if it is, I fucking hate the comic too without even like fucking looking at it
Mm-hmm.
because that story is garbage and that fucking drunk dude was more enjoyable in like
He
the
was the best
5.
part.
He was amazing.
His
6
8
minutes. 8 minutes.
Yeah,
8
I think it
minutes.
was 8.
He was in the show for 8 minutes, and that 8 minutes was more entertaining than the last fucking like 10 episodes or whatever happened
Yeah.
before he even showed up.
There's like 13 hours of show, and 12 hours and 52 minutes are not worth your time.
No.
But you know what? You know what really pissed me off was I found out that guy was actually in the running for being the main character. He was going to be the Iron Fist, and then they decided to go with Finn Jones instead. Bad choice.
Really? How did that happen?
I don't know. Just like it came down to the two of them, they're like, let's go with this milquetoast white guy who can't act his way out of a paper bag. We'll just have him read fortune cookies, and that'll be his lines the entire show. It'll be great.
So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm more focused on the Defenders coming. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like Luke Cage. Okay, so yeah, like I want the Defenders to come back or not come back, but come on. But I kind of want Jessica Jones to come back.
Yes.
I kind of enjoyed her show. Her show.
Are they gonna bring her back?
I heard that. Okay, so I heard that every Marvel on Netflix is supposed to have 2 seasons. Did she have her 2 already, or did she only have 1?
Only one's up currently.
Okay, because I thought it was supposed to be 2 of each. Like they're supposed to do 2 Jessica Jones, 2 Luke Cage. They did the 2 Daredevils already. Punisher, I think, is supposed to have his, and then Iron Fist, and then they're going to do Defenders after all that.
Hmm.
I think that's what the plan was. I can't remember. I mean, this was like before. This was like when first season Jessica Jones was going on and all that shit. But what was the which Marvel episode had Ghost Rider in it? Was that Daredevil or
I don't remember. Ghost Rider?
Ghost Rider was in one of the Netflix shows, right?
Oh, Punisher was.
No, Ghost Rider.
Ghost
Which
Rider?
one was Ghost Rider in? Yeah.
I don't know.
I could have sworn Ghost Rider was in. Yeah, he had to have been. I remember fucking seeing him.
Oh,
What
he
the
was in
fuck?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. I just Googled it. That's the only reason. I stopped watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. a while ago. I just haven't made time for it. So.
I must have seen it on like Facebook or something then because I've never seen an episode of Agent of Shield.
Huh.
So maybe I just saw it on Facebook one time. I mean, he looked awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he looks great from the pictures I'm looking at right now.
Yeah. Ghost Rider is always one of my favorite actors, or not actors, Marvel characters.
Mm-hmm.
I see. I'm more of those like fucking like gritty ass fucking heroes, like Punisher and Ghost Rider and shit like that.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Captain America's awesome and everything, but I've never been a big fan of clean cut superheroes. It's always those fucking badass. It's like Wolverine, fucking Logan from X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my top three: Ghost Rider, Punisher, and fucking Wolverine. Those always made my day.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember I used to have action figures and shit of them and shit too, and I used to have them as like when I used to put my wrestling characters and shit too, because I used to have like a wrestling ring and all these fucking characters and shit, wrestling figures.
I remember that.
Oh fuck yeah! I had like three of them as like a group together, and they're like the badasses. I couldn't remember what I fucking called them. I wish I could, but like they're like the same size as all the wrestling figures, so they were like a heel stable that would come in and like beat people up and shit, Except I broke fucking Wolverine's claws off and kind of, made me sad for a little bit.
Things that aren't supposed to happen.
I know, right? It's fucking absurd. Was it adamantium?
Mm-hmm.
Adamantium, yeah. That's another thing too. I was kind of curious about when it comes to Marvel. Why is it that if X-Men and fucking like Captain America are both part of like the Marvel universe, why is vibranium the strongest metal in the world when it comes to Captain America, but adamantium is the strongest metal in the world when it comes to X-Men?
Because right now, Fox, like 21st Century Fox, owns all of the X-Men properties. And Marvel owns basically everything else except like Spider-Man and Fantastic Four. And so because Fox owns the X-Men, they own adamantium. And so Disney can't use the word adamantium because it's tied to Marvel Fox's Wolverine.
But what did they do in the comics before Fox owned anything and all that shit? I mean, like,
I'm pretty sure it was adamantium.
I know, but what did they say about Captain America's shield in like the comic books before anything? I mean, did they call it vibranium in that?
No, I think it's adamantium. Yeah, in the comic books, it's adamantium.
Even the shield?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That shit's fucking goofy.
Mm-hmm.
That's some goofy shit. People just need to fucking work together on shit. That's the problem with the country.
I know.
It's like
they make so much damn money.
Right? It's like I mean, like, what are you gonna say? You need to stop. Just stop there thinking. Okay, I can do one of two things. I can either kill the concept of this alternate universe being something exciting by saying, "Hey, we all share adamantium," or I'm gonna be a douchebag and be like, "Nope, sorry." It's like, why?
Yeah.
It's like you're not gonna lose any money, and they're not gonna make any more money if you use the fucking word.
Right.
Yeah. It's like and I don't know if this would be the same argument or not, but it's kind of like when we're trying to figure out our theme song for our show. And before we got the awesome theme song we did from the local band of Peotone Entropy, which you can find on Facebook by searching Entropy Band. We're thinking about entrance songs and shit, and obviously we couldn't use any popular famous songs and shit there, because if we did, we could have got sued.
Right.
And what's the difference? It's not like we're fucking selling it. if I bought someone's song on iTunes, shouldn't I be able to use it any way I want as long as I'm not selling it?
I don't know. I mean, I think in principle, I would agree with you.
It's like
I don't see any
I mean,
reason.
there's gotta be some. I know there's gotta be some kind of loophole thing there whatsoever. But I mean, like for if I was to go on iTunes and purchase, let's say, oh god, what was the song I wanted to use for our show? Oh, what the hell? It was a Jimi Hendrix song. I think it was Purple Haze. I wanted to use Purple Haze as our theme song because I just like the guitar in the beginning and all that shit. So if I went onto iTunes and I bought Purple Haze, paid the money for it, and we used 30 seconds of the song, 25 seconds or whatever the hell it was, at the beginning and at the end whatsoever, okay? I'm not trying to sell it to anybody. I'm not claiming it as my own. I'm just using it. Now, what's the difference between me doing that or somebody going on YouTube and typing in Jimi Hendrix Purple Haze and listening to the song play there?
I don't know that there's any, technically.
I know, right? Well, look at this. Because
You'd have to take a copyright. You have to learn about copyright.
Right. That's my, yeah.
I mean,
that's...
I mean, there has to be some kind of obvious weird loophole with that shit, but it's just like, where is the difference in that? You know, it's like, I mean, because we're not selling the show. We're not making a profit off the show anyway, so we're not making a profit off the song.
Right.
I'm not, I didn't illegally download it. I'm not giving it out to people for free any more than fucking YouTube is.
Mm-hmm.
It blows my mind.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I know it's something we could look into and figure out, but I'm lazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I could, I don't know. I probably look into it, but I probably end up with somewhere where it says, no, it's all good, and then I do it, and this freaking show gets shut down. Now, the great-granddaughter Jimi Hendrix owns it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think it worked out. We got some sweet music from some cool guys.
We did. We got some awesome music, and I'm very happy with our theme song. It's still my ringtone on my phone, which I'm very happy with.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm trying to convince them to do a theme song for the JFW podcast, but you know how musicians are, I guess.
Temperamental.
So, yeah, busy and shit.
Mm-hmm. How dare they have lives?
I know, right? Who the fuck do you think they are? They're not supposed to live life. They're supposed to live in the moment. The moment said, hey, make me a theme song. But whatever. How have you guys been? You guys been good?
Yeah.
Yeah, except for the 13 hours I wasted watching Iron Fist.
There's that.
Never getting that back.
You'll never get that back.
But yeah, I'm finally almost finished with it. I've got 15 hours left in The Stand. Listening to it on audiobook. So
I gotta watch that.
what else am I doing? There's something else that happened. Oh yeah, you remember Brian Lau from a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
His Kickstarter was successful.
Hey.
Yeah.
By $17, which is kind of neat.
Wait, what did you say about $17?
He was going for $4,500. He got $4,500, $17.
Oh, it's already done?
Oh yeah.
Well, good for him.
Mm-hmm. And good for me. Because I'm
Good
going to
for
be
you.
getting some comic books in the mail.
Were you the $17?
What's that?
Were you the $17?
No.
You know what? I have never backed anything on Kickstarter before.
Oh, man. Don't do it. It's addictive.
Well, I tried twice, and for some reason it didn't work. And I don't know why. You know what? We're going to try something real quick. All right. We're going to take a promo break, and then we'll come back and we're going to try something.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jason.
And I'm Jeff. We're from the History of Bad Ideas podcast.
You know what you're listening to right now, Jeff?
What are we listening to right now?
This freaking show.
This freaking show?
This freaking show. And when you're not listening to this freaking show, take a listen to the History of Bad Ideas.
Where we talk about sports,
movies,
and other pop culture events happening
in the world. So take a listen. We're on iTunes, Stitcher, and any other place that you find great podcasts like this freaking show.
This freaking show.
Welcome back to this frickin' state of mind. This is a little segment of our show where we like to go through each state, naming some facts about each state, and we're going in alphabetical order. Last week we ended with the good old state of Massachusetts, learning a little bit about that state. Interesting stuff there. Now we're going to take it a little closer to home. For all three of us, obviously. Not Joe at the time, but he is close to us. But we're moving right on to Michigan. Like I say in every episode, I get these facts from the internet. You can't believe everything on the internet, so if you don't believe it, go look it up. Getting straight on. Detroit Rock City is known as the car capital of the world.
Makes sense.
It doesn't actually say Detroit Rock City, it just says Detroit. But every time I hear the word Detroit, I gotta say Rock City because it's a great thing. Alpena is the home of the world's largest cement plant. Rogers City boasts the world's largest limestone quarry. For all you cow lovers out there, Ellis, Michigan, is the home of the world's largest registered Holstein dairy herd. Michigan is the first in the U.S. To have production of peat and magnesium compounds, and second in gypsum and ore. Colon, Michigan, is home of the world's largest manufacturer of magic supplies. Some of you may refer to the great state of Michigan as the Wolverine State. The funny thing about that is there are no longer any Wolverines in Michigan.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Michigan ranks first in state boat registrations, and I'm really not surprised there. The Packard Motor Car Company in Detroit manufactured the first air-conditioned car in 1939. What kind of car was it, though?
No idea. Studebaker?
I think Packard is a brand of car, but they're no longer made.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I think Hey Arnold's grandfather had a Packard. Yeah.
I think you're right. Huh.
Salt S2E Marie was founded by Father Jakes Marquette in 1668. It is the third oldest remaining settlement in the U.S. Michigan State University has the largest single-campus student body of any Michigan university, and it is the largest institution of higher learning in the state and one of the largest universities in the country. Michigan State University was founded in 1855 as the nation's first land-grant university and served as a prototype for 69 land-grant institutions later established under the Morrill Act of 1862. It was the first institution of higher learning in the nation to teach scientific agriculture. The Mackinac Bridge is one of the longest suspension bridges in the world, connecting the upper and lower peninsulas of Michigan. It spans 5 miles over the Straits of Mackinac, which is where Lake Michigan and Lake Huron meet. The Mighty Mac took 3 3D years. It took 3 years to complete and was open to traffic in 1957.
Huh.
Our good President Gerald R. Ford grew up in Grand Rapids and became the 38th President of the U.S., where he attended the University of Michigan, where he was a football star. Sorry, everyone. He served on a World War II aircraft carrier and afterwards represented Michigan in Congress for 24 years. He was also an Eagle Scout, the highest rank in Boy Scouts.
Good for him.
Yep. The Kellogg Company has made Battle Creek the cereal capital of the world. The Kellogg brothers accidentally discovered the process of producing flicked cereal products and sparked the beginning of the dry cereal industry. What's the wet cereal?
I have no idea.
Vernor's Ginger Ale was created in Detroit and became the first soda pop made in the United States. In 1862, pharmacist James Verner was trying to create a new beverage when he was called away to serve our country in the Civil War. When he returned, 4 years later, the drink he had stored in an oak case had acquired a delicious gingery flavor. You know, I keep reading this fact, and it really is making me crave ginger ale, right?
I love ginger ale.
Oh, I do too. Such a gingery flavor.
Mm-hmm.
The Detroit Zoo was the first zoo in America to feature cageless, open exhibits that allowed animals more freedom to roam. Michigan is the only place in the world with a floating post office. The J.W. Westcott, too, is the only boat in the world that delivers mail to ships while they're still on their way. They have been operating for 125 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Indian River is home of the largest crucifix in the world. It is called the Cross in the Woods. Michigan has more than 11,000 inland lakes and more than 36,000 miles of stream.
Wow.
Yeah. Michigan has 116 lighthouses and navigational lights. That's a lot of lights and lighthouses.
Mm-hmm.
Standing anywhere in the state, a person is within 85 miles of one of the Great Lakes. Sault Ste. Marie was established in 1668, making the oldest town between Elgathans and the Rockies. Michigan was the first state to provide in its constitution for the establishment of public libraries. 4 flags have flown over Michigan in its lifetime. The French flag, the English flag, the Spanish flag, and the United States flag.
The Spanish flag surprises me.
Yes. Isle Royal Park shelters one of the largest moose herds remaining in the U.S.
Huh.
Some of the longest bulk freight carriers in the world operate on the Great Lakes. Ore carriers, 1,000 feet long sail Michigan's inland seas. That's a long area.
Mm-hmm.
The Upper Michigan Copper Country is the largest commercial deposit of native copper in the world.
I did not know that copper was found in Michigan.
Yeah. The 19 chandeliers in the Capitol in Lansing are one of a kind and are designed especially for the building by Tiffany's of New York, weighing between 800 and 900 pounds apiece. They are composed of copper, iron, and pewter. That is a very heavy chandelier.
Mm-hmm.
The first auto traffic tunnel built between two nations was the mile-long Detroit-Windsor Tunnel under the Detroit River. The world's first international submarine railway was opened between Port Huron, Michigan, and Sarnia, Ontario, in Canada in 1891. The nation's first regularly scheduled air passage service began operation between Grand Rapids and Detroit in 1926. In 1879, Detroit telephone customers were first in the nation to be assigned phone numbers to facilitate handling calls. Michigan State Police established stupid button in my way from reading. Grand Rapids, Michigan is home to the 24-foot Leonardo da Vinci horse called Tu Galvo, its largest equestrian sculpture in the Western Hemisphere.
Wow.
Yeah. Michigan State Police established the first state police radio system in the world. And with that ends this frickin' state of mind for this week. And I will invite you all to come join us next week for another wonderful episode of this frickin' state of mind. Maybe I'll sound a little more awake and a little more excited. But right now, I'm trying to keep it down and not scream because I think I'm in the room next to my neighbors who are sleeping right now. So, but yes, I'll throw this back over to Travis if he's alive.
Yeah, I'm still
and
here.
Found some Kickstarters to the back.
Yes. It's actually a lot harder than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came up with 2. Well, I'm seeing I'm trying to go through this whole thing. I'm trying to figure out, okay, what do I enjoy doing, and what do I hope to get out of it when I'm done? So, I searched baseball. There's not really much of baseball coming up, and I searched country music, and I found some things. I'm gonna go with this guy. Fuck it. Yeah, I just gotta find something at this point because I really want to do this before we fucking get off this show. Yeah, right. I don't know. Oh, so how much? Well, let me see if I do this. We'll do this instead. How much time is left on this one? 7. Okay, so we're gonna do this instead because this sounds like a much better idea. So this is 17 days. Do you know how many polls you could put up on Twitter or something like that?
What do you mean?
So I want to do this. I want to pick a couple, but I want you guys to pick one each as well. And I think we'd have our listeners decide which one.
Okay.
Which
I mean,
one
you
would
can add, I think, as many different things to a poll as you want to.
Okay. So I know you can do that on Facebook. Facebook, you just keep adding shit. I get that.
You can have up to 4. Sorry.
All right, so we'll do this. So I'm gonna pick 2, and I want you guys to pick 1 each. And then what
Okay.
we're gonna do is that I'll put a poll up on Facebook and on Twitter. And next week, no, that'll be too soon. I'm gonna give oh shit, yeah, I can't even do that. Yeah, because this show don't come out till Saturday. But I can just put it on social media. It's fine. It's so weird trying to do shit when like the show don't come out for like 6 fucking days.
Right?
You keep trying to do this shit, so yeah. Fuck it. I don't know. We'll do it. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do it right now. I'm not gonna do a poll. All right, I chose 2. You guys have maybe 1 in mind that you can give up as a suggestion.
I still have to look.
Magic.
Hey, for playing in the head. I know. I think I may have found the one I want.
Ooh, good deal. What you think?
See rib deal? Like ribs?
Good deal.
Okay.
Good.
So, these are the 2 that I came up with. And one is a great hobby of mine, and the other one I think would benefit the world.
Okay.
So let's see how selfish I want to get. Okay. So the first one I came up with is one that I think is good for the world. Okay, it's called Pop Fantastic and His Autistic Superpowers.
Ooh.
Follow Pop, a 6-year-old autistic boy, on his journey through a magical world where his autism traits prove to be superpowers. So basically, from my understanding of this brief little run through, it's a children's book about a autistic child, which Pop Fantastic Project is to create the world's first series of children's books, which features a child with autism spectrum disorder. So that one, I think, I would want to back it just because of the importance it is for, to grow awareness for autism and everything. They have 17 more days to go. They're at $11,500 of their $12,500 goal, so like $1,000 away. Joey, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Can you look up Pop Fantastic and his autistic superpowers?
I can.
Okay, look that up. Take that link and put it in the show notes. At least we can get it out on Saturday and maybe help because this is really important. I think this is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
See, they want you to pledge pounds. How the fuck do I pledge cash if they want pounds?
It translates when you when they charge.
Okay. So there's that. So that's one I think is beneficial to everyone. The one that I really like is called Headlocked the Hard Way, and basically, it's a pro wrestling comic book.
Nice.
Headlock is a coming-of-age story chronicling a college theater major's quest to become a professional wrestler. It begins from the moment he unexpectedly falls in love with wrestling and follows his journey through the seedy underbelly of the wrestling business as he chases his dreams of making it to the bright lights, the big stage of the WFW. Think of it as an HBO-style drama set in the world of wrestling.
All right.
So... yeah, and some of the stories were actually created by wrestlers, and the cover art was done by a Hall of Famer, Jerry the King Lawler.
That's really cool.
Yeah, this one is at $17,800 of their $20,000 goal. They have 28 days left.
I think they'll hit it.
Yeah, as much as I love what the autism book is about, I think this one's the one I'm going to back, and I don't know if that makes me a bad person or not.
I don't think it does.
Okay, good. First off, make a pledge without a reward. Who would do that?
Lots of people do.
You know what? I noticed. I like how they show how many people take the pledges, but they don't show a count of how many people do it without wanting anything in return. Kickstarter needs to work on that. Kickstarter should do that. Okay, so here are my options real quick before we take up way too much time. So I pledge $1 or more. A hashtag thank you. Maybe you're light on funds and you want to lurk in our backer updates. We don't care. We're just happy you're here. To show our appreciation, we're putting your name on our Kickstarter exclusive thank you page. Backers at this level receive. We'll be creating a special thank you pinup. You also receive backer exclusive access to our updates and photographs. I can do more than $1. $5 backer at this level receive digital copy of Headlight Chronicles, digital preview book. Your name will also be featured on our special thank you pinup. We'll receive backer page. Blah blah. I can do better than that. $10 curtain jerker. Just hearing about Headlock now, start from the beginning and see what we're all about. Digital edition of the remastered version of Headlock, a single step featuring a painted cover by Jerry King Lawler. Pledge mid-card, was that? That was $10? $10? I can do more than $10. 15? I can do more than 15. $25 more. The reason why your butt is in the seat. Back at this level, we receive a physical copy of Headlock the Hard Way featuring a cover by Jerry King Lawler. Backers also receive digital preview book. Merch stand, maybe words and pictures aren't your thing. That's cool. We don't judge. We can still help support the cause by rocking our brand new Headlock t-shirt. What? Oh, shit. They got 3 X's. They love fat people. Holy shit. Oh, my God. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I gotta make my decision. I can't go through all these. I'll let everyone know on Facebook which level I grabbed. But no, we're getting close to running out of time, right? I mean, we're pretty much at the hour mark as it is.
Yeah.
And we all know Derek now, so I laugh because I make it feel like Derek's a bad guy, which he's really not. He just whined like a couple times about us going over. Yeah, I make it seem like he does it every week. Just piss him off. I think we're gonna go back to 1.5 shows just cause. No, I'm kidding. Hey Joe.
Yes.
Every week, our listeners catch Geek Cast Joe here on this freaking show. But they need to get more Geek Cast Joe. Where can they go?
If you need more Geek Cast Joe, you can go over to the Geek Cast Live podcast at gcl.ninja. You can also find us on Facebook, iTunes, Twitter, and YouTube by searching Geek Cast Live.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind, as I explained last week, I am launching a second podcast called Just Freakin' Wrestling Podcast, along with my buddy Dizzle J. Yeah, that is the name he chose to go with, Dizzle J. So we're going to start a new wrestling podcast start up next week. It's going to be me and him. We're going to talk about pro wrestling, a lot about indie wrestling. We're also going to throw into professional wrestling you see on TV. We're from WWE, TNA, Lucha Underground, Ring of Honors, and everything like that. So if you get a chance, if you're into wrestling, if you're a fan of wrestling, go to Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook and follow us. You can find us at JFW Podcast. And actually, since me and DJ know nothing about technology whatsoever, our first podcast, if you will, is actually going to be aired on Facebook Live while we drive to a wrestling show in Valparaiso. So, yeah. I mean, like I said, like, I gotta take time out and actually fucking learn this recording shit because if I gotta do it, because I don't do that shit now. You guys take care of that. So I gotta figure it out. Maybe I can talk with Derek or Joe if you got time. Maybe you guys can explain to me over the phone or Skype or exactly what I need to do and how to do it. But yeah, if you're a fan of wrestling, check out JFW Podcast at Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And also, for this freaking show, you can go to the same 3 social media sites and follow us as well. You just gotta search this freaking show. Check out the website, check out the Facebook, check out the Twitter, check out the Instagram. We post stuff, here and there and everything. And make sure you check us out every single week. We're on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, and Google Play. You just got to search this freaking show. And if you go to iTunes and you listen to us on iTunes, give us a 5-star review and rating because that's what helps us become better us. As always, I am Travesty.
I'm Awkward Colin.
And I'm Geek Cast Joe.
And now I'm going to make Derek even more angry because I forgot to do my quote of the day, so it's going to drag the show on longer. So there's that. I'm going to do that real quick before we get off. So hold on, Derek. Don't delete it yet. Don't delete it yet. Don't delete it yet. Don't delete it yet. Oh, and Derek, this is part of the show. Don't delete this part. I want people to understand that I goofed. And I'm dragging the show out now because my laptop doesn't load quick enough. And I know you're sitting there like fucking like stomping your feet, eating your Chipotle burrito bowl, like scooping with fucking Oreos instead of nachos. Let's hear quote of the day. Let's go with "Don't let yesterday take up too much of today."
All right.
Perfect. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of this freaking show. I'm out.